Friends, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the Curvy E Chronicles. My name is Courtney, and we are cooking our meal plan from last week. Let's go. Caution, watching the following content may cause extreme hunger. Viewer discretion is advised. Other symptoms may include stomach growling, hunger outbursts, mouth watering, increased salivation, impulse grocery shopping, increased desire to cook, increased to want to come to my house. That will not happen. Increase to hitting that subscribe button, increase to hitting that like button, and increase to leaving a comment. Please do all of the above. Alright, now that disclaimers are out of the way, we are going to get started with our patty melts. So we are cooking up some onions. So we're going to take a couple tablespoons of butter, our sliced onions, and some Worcestershire sauce. And then while those are cooking, we are going to make our patties. They literally just said, the recipe said to just take ground beef, shape it into patties, and then season it with salt, pepper, and Worcestershire. I had to flip them over because I put the wrong side down, and then do the same thing on the other side, so salt, pepper, Worcestershire. If I were going to do it again, I'd actually make burgers. But then we're going to take some rye bread, butter it up. These are going to cook for 5 minutes on each side. I did not get them even, so my apologies. Then we are going to take our bread, butter side down, Thousand Island dressing. Technically it calls for a burger sauce, but I didn't want to make burger sauce because I didn't have ketchup, so we just used Thousand Island. Onions, cheese, burger patty, more sauce, onions, cheese. Make it till it's crusty on both sides, and then look at that. It was delicious. Alright, night 2. We did this chicken bacon ranch pasta. It was good, so we're going to cook up our bacon. Struggling to flip it over, don't ask me why. I was also trying to test out my new point of view tripod. Was not working out so well. I gotta figure that one out. So I had to defrost my chicken because I may have forgotten to take it out on time. That's why it looks a little cooked on the edges, but we're just gonna take it and we're gonna dice it up really quick just to bite-sized pieces. We're gonna put that into a bowl. Yes, I do make a mess all over my counter. Surprise, surprise. Little bit of olive oil, and then a good amount of ranch seasoning, and make sure it gets on all of the pieces. And the bonus of being the cook and cooking the bacon, I get to taste test and sample it, and it was in fact delicious. So once our bacon's done cooking, we're going to leave a couple tablespoons of that bacon fat in there, and then we are going to cook our chicken and our pasta about the same time. Yes, we're going to get it all nice and good and delicious. Cook it till it looks like this till it's done. I want to say I cooked it for about 5-6 minutes, just rotating it. We're going to clean out our pan. We're going to put in a couple more tablespoons of butter, and then we're going to put in a 1/4 cup of flour because we are going to make us a roux to make our sauce. So we are going to, this whisk was so, I don't even know what was wrong with it, but I kept flipping stuff everywhere. So once we get our roux mixed up nice and good, we are going to remove from the heat. We're going to add in our, I think it calls for half and half or milk. I don't know. I probably used half and half for heavy cream. That's typically what I use. We're going to stir that in, combine it, get it back over the heat. We're going to add in some ranch seasoning, and I did turn the heat down to super low, if not probably off by this point, because my cast iron runs hot. So pasta was done. My lovely assistant helped me drain the pasta. We added in some cheese, and then we are going to mix that till everything is nice and combined. And yes, the pan was very hot. It shouldn't really look that color, but that's what happens when I cook in my cast iron with bacon grease. So we mix this in with the pasta. I added in the chicken and the bacon. I did end up having to add probably an additional cup of half and half just to get it so it wasn't so sticky and it was a little more creamy. I think I ended up putting up too much cheese. Surprise, because we measure that with our hearts. Anyways, it was delicious. Super good. Okay, so the next night, and this is our bonus recipe because I didn't get to add in two of the recipes because we didn't cook them. So anyway, we're making homemade hamburger buns, and these are so easy. I didn't even realize. So it is a cup of water, 2 tablespoons of yeast, 3 tablespoons of sugar. No, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of oil, and then we're going to mix that together and let it sit for 10 minutes till it gets nice and bubbly like this. Then we're going to put everything into my stand mixer, so we're going to dump that in, and then we're going to add an egg, and if you catch on right there, I cracked the egg in my hand before I actually cracked it in there. We're going to put in some salt, easy peasy lemon squeezy, and we're going to let that stir and mix up till it's nice and combined, which took a minute with my dough hook to get that all to combine, and I wasn't about to change implements. So we're then going to add in 2 cups of flour,
Start to mix that while we add in our 3rd cup of flour. And then my dough was kind of sticky, so I did end up using the additional half cup that the recipe calls for, just to get it so it was a nice texture. So right here you can see that it was still pretty sticky, so I used a half cup to fluffed it there. We want it to look something like this. So we are going to call that good. We're going to dump it out onto a floured surface. Knead it a couple of times, nothing crazy because we did that with the dough hook. And then we're going to cut this into, technically the recipe says 12 equal pieces. I did 8 and they were, nothing about them was equal. It is what it is. Then we rolled these bad boys into bun-like shapes, little circles, little ovals. They say about 3 inches or something like that. I don't know. It worked out the way it worked out. I'll put them on a greased pan and we're going to let them sit and rise for 15 minutes. So then once they've sat and risen, they should look something like this. Obviously, not all the same size, but that's okay. They cooked well. We're going to stick them in the oven for like 10 to 12 minutes. Put a little butter on top. Friends, these were to die for. Like, I was actually really impressed, like really proud of these and how quick they are. So the other thing we did this night, because we were making salmon burgers, is make some really quick, easy pickled red onion. So if you don't have time to like actually pickle it, you just take lemon juice, red onion, lemon juice, probably about half the bowl of this, some salt. I probably would have put in a dash of sugar just because I like mine sweet. And then we're going to microwave them. Usually you should use saran wrap, but I use a plastic bag because I'm out of saran wrap. That's my air fryer. I said hello. We are going to get this preheated for our salmon burgers, 12 minutes, 400. So this is what those onions should look like. Doing a whole onion, it took me about 4 minutes to get those in 1 minute intervals, get those right. Salmon patties in, flip them halfway. They looked delicious. So we did some avocado, salmon burger, pickled onions, some Chick-fil-A sauce, and a little bit of bacon, and that's all she wrote.